So last time I found a bunch of papers. I was pondering about those papers for like a week. And I think I still don't know the full truth, but I was reminded of some things I found along my journey that I want to take a look-see at. I found the Dwemer books a while ago that I just remembered. I want to take a look. Oh yeah, guess what? Guess what I can do? Guess what I can do? Now, not only do the scribs wear birthday hats, but... I can pet them! I can pet the scribs! Oh... Oh, I pet every scrib I see now. The water looks different. I had to download something else for the mod to work, so there might be slight changes. I don't know if it's related to the main story, but I just remember in those papers, the new thing that Dwemer were going to make was like a new god. I was kind of reminded of this. I don't know what this is though. I don't know if it's related, but I'm bringing it back with me. Short history of Morrowind. Okay, this is a book that Caius gave me in the beginning. I read this, but I had no idea what I was reading. So I've been saying this word wrong this whole time. And now that I look at it, I'm like, wait, why do I say it as Tribunal? Tribunal. 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 It's Tribunal. I just don't want to say Tribunal. What does the egg of time stand for? Is it related to the main story, or is it just egg of time? I want to describe it as just heart surgery. Or they could be lying to me. This part's kind of messed up now that I think about it. Like they write about Neramor killing his friend Dumak and feasting on his heart. Did he do that? Or are they exaggerating? Soulbless, I don't really hear about Soulbless still. I hear about Vivek. I hear about Alexia. Where is he? Wait. Mystery of no wonder. He's the mystery of Morrowind. But where are you? Maybe it's time for Detective Eris to solve this mystery. I guess I might learn more when I progress the main story, which I will go do. I just want to check like the books I have. So that's easy. I'll just water walk over there and find what was his name? Daddy Fyr. That's... I didn't put his full name down. Let's go over there, get cured from my corprus. I've had this for... How long did I have this corprus actually? Day 143. It is day 180. I've had this disease for like 45 days. 45 days with corprus. And I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I mean, look at my stats. They're normal. Look at that. I didn't go to an imperial shrine to restore my attributes. I've been completely unaffected by corprus. Actually, this wither staff's pretty handy. What is this place? Nabi. That beetle just exploded? Are you here to plunder the dungeon? Have you got corprus disease? Do you want to talk to Divayth? I'm looking this up. How do you say his name? Because the way I'm trying to say it isn't working out so well. The big D. Divayth Fyr. Divayth. Like, this guy's literally me. The same way I pronounce the name of Dwemer runes, I mumble a sound that I come to associate with the thing. Diva Div Dunk Fur. So it's a lot easier than the gibberish that was coming out of my mouth. Anyone who gets corprus disease comes to our corprusarium. It's not very pleasant, but at least they're all fed and cared for. Oh, that's nice. He is like a dad. Divayth Fyr. He's up in his study. I hope he can fly. You can't get up there unless you can fly. Or have potions. Sorry. Wizards. All of them. Why do they like to make their towers complicated? I was in a wizard's tower. Do you know how complicated it was being up in there? Not even living in there, but getting down from there? That was the most exhausting experience of my life, I must say. Getting down from that stupid tower. I hated it. Homilies of Blessed Alexia. Sulfasil in the scrips? Young Sulfasil while playing in the egg mine. Saw a number of scribs in a deep shaft, and he began to cast stones upon them. Snickering as they skittered and scattered, until one of the scribs, lifting his head up in agony, cried out to Sulfasil, "Please, please, have mercy, little boy, for what is sport to you is suffering and death to us." And so Sulfasil discovered the idle amusements of one may the solemn tortures of another. Good, he learned his lesson. Who looks at scrib and I'm gonna throw rocks at it? Lord Vivek and the contentious beast. A shock and a Kagoti were strutting back and forth in a foyada, casting aspiration of one another's looks. "You are the ugliest creature alive," the shock told the Kagoti. "No, you are the ugliest creature alive," and the Kagoti told the shock. For each thought himself most handsome, and the other most ugly. Then Lord Vivek chanced by and settled their dispute. "No, you both are the ugliest creatures alive, and I will not have my pleasant sojourn spoiled by your unseemly squabbling." So he dealt them both mighty blows, shattered their skulls, and silencing their argument, and went merrily upon his way. And thus Lord Vivek proved that ugliness is as much in one's manner as in one's appearance. Oh, what? You're ugly. No, you're ugly. Vivek comes like, "You're both ugly," and kills them. Wait, where is his study? I'm already lost. I hate wizard towers. I hate wizard towers so much. Oh my god, it was right here this whole time. Sick. That's an interesting Dwemer piece you have there. What can you tell me about it? Oh yeah, Caius told me to give you this as a gift. A gift for me? How thoughtful. And shrewd! I suppose you know I am a collector, and that such a gift is bound to please me. I congratulate you on your diplomatic skill. So, why have you tried to butter me up? Well, to consult the great Divayth Fyr, you have the divine disease. Want to plunder the dungeon or leer at my daughters? I want to leer at your daughters, please. Thank you for your gift. No problem. It was from Caius, actually. I hope you appreciate Caius's gift. Any gift from Caius is very important. I keep all my gifts from Caius. How interesting. Did you know that corprus makes you immune to disease? Have you ever heard of the prophecies of the Nerevarine? Actually, I say the Nerevarine will be immune to disease. I've always thought maybe I have the Nerevarine down in my corprusarium, and I don't even know about it. The Nerevarine is a fat, disgusting corprus monster, and mad as a marsh rat. Wouldn't that be funny? I may fulfill the every prophecies. I mean, I have corprus disease, but I haven't turned into a monster. I've been waiting until I did, but it never happened. I just got my personality just drained, and I just got stronger. It's a fascinating story you tell. So you might be the narrator. Means nothing, of course. Corpus victims have all sorts of delusion, but let me think. I've got a potion. In theory, it should cure corpus. Doesn't work though. Probably kill you. Kill all of my test subjects. But you've got nothing to lose. Before I give it to you, I want you to look around below in the corpusarium. Know what's in store if you don't take the potion. And while you're there, you might want to pick up a pair of boots from a victim. Calls himself Yagrum Bagarn, my oldest patient. Handy fellow, fixes things for me. Bring the books back and you can have the potion. What the? Wait a minute. What a corpus like a name. Yagrum Bagarn. You're here for the Dwemer boots? Tell my gracious keeper that I have done what I could. Only a Dwemer magecrafter could have done so much, but only idiots have created these boots. It shames my race that we must be judged by the works of such lack-wit blunderers. What exactly are you? Let's see, once I was a master crafter in service of Lord... Once I was a master crafter in service of Lord Kagrenac, chief architect of the great Second Empire freeholds and the greatest enchanter of his time. I could not match the genius of Lord Kagrenac, but what he could envision, I and my colleagues could build. All of that is gone forever. I still retain my cunning, but my hands and eyes fail me, and my memories have long faded. My only consolation is each day to mock the gods who destroyed my race and condemned me to this bleak existence. Bleak existence. Since the disappearance of the dwarves, I have been alone in this world, trapped in this grim prison. I can scarcely move, and my fellow inmates are scarcely good company. The risk of corporate disease deters most visitors. If you could meet with cultivated minds undaunted by terrors of the corpusarium, you might mention your recent interview with the last living dwarf. I cannot say what happened. I was not there to observe. I was in the outer realm at the time. And when I came back, my people are gone. I left Red Mountain, wandering Tamriel for years, searching our deserted colonies, looking for a survivor or an explanation. Then a long time ago, I returned to Red Mountain, still looking for answers. Instead, I found corpus disease, and I've been here ever since. I have theories if you are interested. I'd like to hear your theories, Yagrum. Lord Kagrenac, the foremost arcane philosopher and magecrafter of my era, devised tools to shape mythologic forces intending to transcend the limits of Dwemer mortality. However, in revealing his formulae, some logicians argue that side effects were unpredictable, and errors might be catastrophic. I think Kagrenac might have succeeded in granting our race eternal life with unforeseen consequences, such as wholesale displacement to an outer realm, or he may have erred and utterly destroyed our race. Yes, this book is written in both Morose and in Dwemer. Many books were written in both languages in the days of Resden, when Dwemer and Dwemer both ruled together peacefully. I'd offer to translate, but this is really just a boring travel guide. If you have any other books in Dwemer, I could translate them for you. I need to bring all my Dwemer books. Potion. The boots first, please. And now I'll give you the potion on the following condition. You must drink it here before my eyes. It should act immediately, and I need to observe you very carefully. Agree? Yep. Good. Open your mouth and close your eyes. Ah. Good, now swallow. Goodness. Good, great. Look, it's working. What? Remarkable. Let me check your skin, your eyes, your tongue. Blech. Blech. Why did I check my tongue? Check Astral's tongue instead. Amazing. I think it worked. No sign of the disease at all, of course. You still have corprus disease? Just like I planned. But all your symptoms are gone. Marvelous. I'll go try it out on some other more desperate inmates, but I'll answer any questions you have before you go. So, I'll go home. Pick up my Dwemer books. And then go back. Go back to Telfyr. I can resist. All diseases now? It's like still there. Is that there forever? Oh my goodness, I don't have to worry about getting sick. It's like my weakness. I kept getting sick and over and over and over again. I was like, what is this? This book is just an explanation of some of Kagrenac's theories. I will spend hours explaining them to you, but Kagrenac is dead, and I believe his theories must die with him. By refreshing my memory with divine metaphysics, I believe I can explain. The Dwemer were not unified in their thinking. Kagrenac and his tonal architects, among them Buthan Mizanch, believed they would improve the Dwemer race. Others argue that the attempt would be too great a risk. The Lord with Nervar and the Dwemer may have led Kagrenac to carry out his experiments prematurely. Although this book argues that nothing disastrous would result, the disappearance of my race argues otherwise. So I was right, it was related to stuff over there. To Kagrenac's tools and all that. When I was pondering over the papers I read, I was like, you know, I have some Dwemer books. They have some interesting pictures. One looks like a humanoid. In the Egg of Time, there was like a heart-shaped thing in there. And they're always talking about a heart chamber, this heart chamber, that. So, you bonk the heart and the dwarves disappear. I get it. Oh yes, I'm no longer sick. You won't call me disgusting anymore, right? Right?
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Caius. Eris, thank you for your report. I'm very happy you've been cured. Unfortunately, I have a bit of bad news. I have been recalled to the Imperial City. You'll be promoted to operative, and will head the blades here in Vavardenfell until I return. I've only waited here to give you your final orders before I go. What? Internal politics. Some concern about my sugar? I thought about refusing the recall, but they have members of my family back in the capital. I'm afraid it may have something to do with the problems with the succession. As the Emperor's health declines, factions are maneuvering for advantage. I may be gone a while, that's why you're promoted to operative. That makes you the ranking Blades agent here in Vavardenfell district. As far as I know, there may be other Blades agents here I don't know about. It wouldn't surprise me. I may be gone a while, and you'll have expensive. Here's some gold, and you can use the house until I return. I won't be needing these blacks or the ring while I'm in Cyrodiil. Maybe they'll come in handy. Take good care of them. Caius's black pants has been added to your inventory. Caius's black... You had a shirt this whole time? Continue pursuing the Neverine prophecies as the Emperor commands. First, go to Hall of Wisdom and Justice and get Mara Milo to help you find the lost prophecies. She's being watched. If something has gone wrong, find her private quarters. She'll leave you a message through the code word Amaya. And take the lost prophecies to Nibani Mesa. From that point, you have to follow her directions. All the prophecies. You're leaving, Caius? I won't see you anymore? Training? You can't unarmored. What? Train me before you leave. Please? I don't want you to go. No. Gave him money. Now I can buy more moon sugar. I got Caius' shirt. And his pants. Oh yes. Stay safe, Caius. Okay? And I'll get cured of my vampirism, my corprus. When I go home, visit Caius, and the first thing he tells me is that he's going to leave to Imperial City.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Oh, yeah. Amaya. Oh, that's my name now. Sorry I missed you. I had to run some old documents over to the Inquisitor of the Ministry of Truth, and I'm likely to be tied up there for a while. Why don't you meet me there as soon as you can, and then we can leave together as soon as I'm done. And Amaya, don't forget to bring me the 2 divine intervention scrolls you borrowed, or if you used them, buy a couple new ones for me. I think I'm going to need them soon. Janend Malini at the Mages Guild in Foreign Quarter keeps them in stock. Avela Saram is the guard at the entrance. Just tell her you're looking for me and she'll let you in. Your faithful friend, Mara. I left a couple of levitation potions here for you, just in case. I couldn't remember if you knew the spell or not, so I drew a couple from stock. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's the floating rock! The Ministry of Truth. It's the floating rock. That's why she gave me those potions. Ministry of Truth was hollowed out to provide a prison and re-education center operated by the Temple Orders for the correction of heretics. Oh, you're correcting them? Oh, don't mind me. I'm sneaking. You don't see me. Yup. I'm taking in the views, you know? I need a key for this. I can just unlock it myself. I'm so good at this prison break. Look at this.
You flatter me with your
Do you have the divine intervention scrolls? I have an escape plan. I do. Now listen, here's my plan. Give me a divine intervention spell. I'll meet you at the secret dissident priest monastery at Hola Mayon. That's where Nerevar went to speak to Azura. So this is what this place was. I remember coming here, but I was like going up the stairs like, ooh, what does this lead to? And I come up here and I see nothing. Oh, what's the same hours as my vampire? Vex Fury, Eris, Saint Erevar. It's me. That's me right there. Is this not near where I see the mohawk? Pictures. They put the wrong picture. Thank you, Eris, for rescuing me. Now I'll stay here at the Holomeon with Master Borello and assisted with Monastery's library. Alexia... Wait. Alexia was the virtuous wife of Lord... Wait, that makes sense. She was described as his queen in those papers. It didn't click until now. I had a wife in my previous life. Is that why in the first stream? Why do I keep describing it like this? But it's kind of funny. So in the first stream, Divayth married me. So I have no chance of going back to Alexia. I marry the Nerevarine. There will be no chance for Alexia to seduce them. I have reviewed the Apocrypha and found 2 passages of particular interest. We made copies of these passages to give you. Many are familiar with the 2 Nerevarine prophecies current among the Ashlanders called the Stranger and the 7 Vision. We have 2 other prophecies, the Lost Prophecy and the 7 Curses, that offer additional insights into the riddles surrounding the coming of the Incarnate. Perhaps these are the lost prophecies that your friend, Ebony Mesa, told you about. We also prepared a document for you called Kagrenac's Tools. This document will explain to you and to others the terrible secret that the temple conceals about the true history of the Tribunal and the corrupt nature of their divine powers. It is to conceal this secret that the temple persecutes the Nerevarine and the dissident priests. This persecution must stop. We must be united against the true enemy, Divayth, and if you are the Nerevarine, you must lead us against him. From the 7th sign of 11th generation, neither hound nor guar, nor seed nor harrow, but dragon-born and far star marked. Outlander incarnate beneath Red Mountain. Blessed guest counters 7 curses. Star blessed hand wields thrice cursed blade to reap the harvest of the unmourned house. And annotated your copy of the Lost Prophecy with best efforts of an interpretation. But a rough summary might be: an outlander, foreign born but welcomed as a guest, confronts 7 curses beneath Red Mountain. His hand, blessed by Azura, uses a cursed blade to bring justice to House Divayth or House Dwemer or both. The Nerevarine, an outlander? That wouldn't please many Ashlanders. It may explain how the prophecy got lost. I'm an outlander. You can tell with how often I mispronounce things. Wait, a cursed blade? Like my blade? You know, my blade's kind of cursed in a way. Has a pretty cursed name. The 7 curses reads as follows. Through the doors of the unmourned house, where scoffers scoff and schemers scheme, from the halls of the oath-breaking house, ring 7 curses of God's blessing. First curse, cursed of fire. Second curse, curse of ash. Third curse, curse of flesh. Curse of ghosts. Curse of sea. Curse of despair. Curse of dream. Your copy of the 7 curses bears our guesses of interpreting the verses. In short form, 7 curses come from House Divayth or House Dwemer or both. Fire and ash come from Red Mountain. Flesh is corprus. Ghost, seed, and despair are unclear. But curse of dreams seem to refer to the recent cases of soul sickness and sleeper attacks in the towns. By the way, here are a few books from our library you might find of interest. Each gives a very different impression of Nerevar. Oh boy, story time, guys! More story time. Let's see, let's look at Kagrenac's tools. I'm curious. Determined to use its divine powers to create a new god for the exclusive benefit of the Dwemer, Kagrenac forged 3 great ancient artifacts, which are called Kagrenac's tools. Wraith Guard. Is it the Wraith Guard? one of the Cobros is holding is an enchanted gauntlet to protect its wearer from destruction when tapping the heart's power. Sunder is an enchanted hammer to strike the heart and produce the exact volume and quality of power desired. Keening is an enchanted blade that is used to flay and focus the power that rises from the heart. But while Nerevar was gone, Dagoth was tempted and confused by the powers of the tools. When Nerevar and the council arrived, he refused to give up the tools, claiming that he had sworn to Nerevar to protect them. Dagoth fought with Nerevar and the counselors and was mortally wounded and driven off, and the tools were recovered. Tools affected him and confused him. I did have a sense that these tools have some corrupting power to them. Maybe, a temptation. This part makes me sad right here though. He refused to give up the tools, claiming he had sworn Nerevar to protect. Yes, if this is true, he's corrupted by the tools. He still remembered. He still remembered to protect them, that's all. Oh no. My head. I'm getting so much information. And I'm sorting it out in my head. Okay, this one supports this theory. This one supports this theory. So this is the basic telling of Nerevar. Nothing about betrayal, like him being betrayed by the other three. And it doesn't really mention why. Yeah, it went the Dwemer general. There's nothing about Chimber, anything interesting. The real Nerevar. Tell me, who's the real Nerevar? This Telvanni retainer's informal history of Nerevar lists no sources. Sources. Trust me, bro. Yeah, this is... I don't know what this Telvanni is talking about, but... Dwemer Dago the Western forces. Orc and Nord clans as allies. I don't think so. I think both the Dwemer and the Dunmer, well, the Chimber, wanted the Nords out of Vardenfell. They're like, please, we don't want you here. Please get out. Sunder is enchanted hammer. King is enchanted blade. Is that Sunder and Keening? I wonder if it's Kagrenac trying to activate them early? Like the tool early? Activate the god early? In order to defeat Nerevar and his forces? It makes the most sense to me, because if Nerevar and Dumak were fighting, if Nerevar either killed Dumak or is about to kill Dumak, Kagrenac might want to protect his king, so he probably activated the tools early, but he didn't have all of them there. Just from what I see in the Egg of Time, if you only use Sunder and Keening, it looks like the picture above shows the Dwemer disappearing. So he did not have Wraithguard, which I think that's required too, right? Wraithguard, an enchanted gauntlet to protect his wearer from destruction when tapping into... Yeah. So maybe Kagrenac didn't have Wraithguard. He only has Sunder and Keening. So when he uses those two, it caused all the Dwemer to vanish, including himself. And so when they all disappeared, Nerevar, he's... Poor Nerevar, he just killed his friend and watched his friend disappear as well. Like, oh my god. He can't even bury the body. Lavalexian sold loose artifacts, Keening and Sunder to Dagoth, Oldros, and Vembin. Tribunal consists of 3 of them. There's 3 tools. Amalexia still had Keening and Sunder. Where is Wraithguard? Does Vivek have Wraithguard? But Wraithguard isn't really mentioned anywhere. So that's still a mystery. So is this Lorkhan? Trying to reconstruct a Lorkhan? So I must be right. This must be Sunder, Keening. Maybe only use those. Whoosh.